Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intriguing developments unfolding in Port Charles, where relationships are being tested and secrets threaten to surface at every turn. Jason and Carly's relationship stands at a precarious crossroads. After discovering troubling information about Brennan from Valentin, Jason confronted Carly with an ultimatum that has shaken their normally unshakable bond. "You need to end things with Brennan now," Jason insisted, his voice carrying an unusual edge of finality. The tension between them escalated dramatically, nearly erupting into a full-blown argument, something rare in their decades-long friendship. Carly's emotional response revealed her vulnerability as tears streamed down her face. "You've always been there for me," she reminded him, her voice breaking. "Please don't walk away now." The gravity of this situation cannot be overstated. Jason and Carly seldom find themselves at odds, yet this time Jason remains unmovable, suggesting he might actually distance himself if she continues her association with the dangerous WSB agent. The WSB's presence in Port Charles continues to create ripples, with Brennan issuing a stern warning to Jocelyn upon her return to Port Charles. At what appears to be the WSB field office, Brennan made his expectations crystal clear: if you share any of this information with her, you can forget about becoming a WSB agent. While the identity of her remains ambiguous, speculation points to Carly Spencer, Jocelyn's mother. However, it could also refer to Trina Robinson or even the experienced agent Anna Devane. Brennan's motivation seems transparent, keeping Carly in the dark about Jocelyn's WSB involvement. A more pressing question emerges: is Jocelyn even aware of her mother's hospitalization due to polonium poisoning? Brennan may be deliberately withholding this critical information, further complicating the already tangled web of secrets. The hospital continues to be a hotbed of intrigue and concern. Elizabeth Baldwin, ever vigilant in her role as head nurse, confided her worries to recently returned Lucas Jones. Her instincts tell her something is amiss, and she feels compelled to investigate. "I need to get to the bottom of this," she expressed with determination. Her concerns are well-founded given General Hospital's troubled history, from angels of death to prescription tampering scandals. Elizabeth's commitment to preventing any mishaps during her leadership is admirable, and Lucas appears to share her apprehension, his medical expertise potentially proving valuable in uncovering whatever lurks beneath the surface of the hospital's seemingly normal operations. Family dynamics continue to evolve in dramatic fashion, with Nina Reeves and Willow Corinthos engaged in a heated mother-daughter confrontation. Nina's unauthorized access to Drew's safe while visiting his home has ignited Willow's fury. "I can't trust anything you say anymore," Willow declared, her frustration palpable. This outburst suggests a deeper issue. Perhaps Nina discovered something concerning in Drew's safe that she felt obligated to share with her daughter. While Willow understandably resents her mother's invasion of her partner's privacy, Nina's findings might provide crucial evidence that could force Willow to reconsider her perspective on Drew. This tension highlights the complex nature of their relatively new mother-daughter relationship, still finding its footing amid secrets and conflicting loyalties. The Cassadine family connections prove valuable as Alexis Davis visits the PCPD to speak with her half-cousin, Valentin Cassadine. Their discussion centers on the charges against him and his legal predicament. Initially skeptical of her ability to help, Valentin appears to have formulated a strategy. "What do you think I can do?" Alexis inquired, stepping into the role of ensuring he receives his constitutional right to legal representation during questioning, especially since Martin Gray has been conveniently dispatched to California. The scene sets the stage for strategic maneuvering between these Cassadine relatives, with Alexis carefully navigating legal boundaries while still supporting family. At General Hospital, Ava Jerome offers wisdom to a visibly anxious Portia Robinson. Remaining in Portia's office, they delve into the troubling situation involving Drew Quartermain's blackmail against Portia regarding her alteration of Heather Weber's medical records. Their conversation naturally extends to concerns about Trina Robinson and the potential consequences she might face if her mother were imprisoned. Ava's counsel comes from a place of experience. Don't let fear drive you to make unwise decisions, she advised, knowing all too well how easily panic can lead to regrettable choices. Ava's presence offers Portia a momentary respite from her mounting anxiety, though the weight of her predicament remains evident in her expression. The intricate tapestry of Port Charles continues to weave together lives in unexpected ways, with alliances forming and fracturing as secrets threaten to surface. The coming days promise further developments as these storylines unfold, revealing new dimensions to beloved characters and testing relationships that have weathered countless storms before. Will Jason and Carly's friendship survive this latest challenge? What has Nina discovered about Drew? And what unsettling situation has Elizabeth detected at the hospital? Next, we will learn about the earth-shattering developments that are about to rock Port Charles to its very core. Prepare yourselves for an emotional roller coaster as we dive deep into the intricate web of secrets, lies, and unexpected revelations that are on the verge of exploding onto the scene. The calm before the storm. Port Charles, a town known for its drama and intrigue, is about to face one of its most shocking revelations yet. The tranquil facade of everyday life is merely a thin veil covering a tempest of emotions and long-buried secrets. At the heart of this impending storm lies a truth so powerful that it threatens to reshape the very fabric of multiple families and relationships within the community. The unsuspecting player's young Gio Palmieri, a teenager on the cusp of adulthood, has been living his life in blissful ignorance of the truth about his origins. Unbeknownst to him, his true parentage is a closely guarded secret that involves some of Port Charles's most prominent figures. Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri, two individuals whose paths have crossed numerous times over the years, are about to have their worlds turned upside down as the truth of their connection to Gio comes to light. The keepers of the secret. While Gio remains oblivious to his true heritage, a select few in Port Charles have been burdened with this knowledge for years. Lulu Spencer and Harrison Chase, each carrying this weighty secret for their own reasons, have watched from the sidelines as the story of Joe's life has unfolded. Their silence, motivated by a complex mix of loyalty, fear, and a misguided sense of protection, has allowed this situation to simmer beneath the surface for far too long. The architect of deception at the center of this intricate web of lies stands Lois Cerullo, a woman whose actions have been driven by a misguided sense of love and protection. For years, she has orchestrated an elaborate charade, carefully placing Gio in close proximity to his biological mother while maintaining the illusion of his adoption. Lois's desperate attempts to keep this secret hidden have led her down a treacherous path, each decision bringing her closer to the brink of discovery. The psychological toll. The weight of carrying such a monumental secret has taken its toll on Lois. Her every interaction with Brooklyn, Dante, and Gio has been colored by the knowledge she holds. The constant fear of discovery, coupled with the guilt of denying Gio his true heritage, has slowly eaten away at her conscience. As the years have passed, Lois has found herself trapped in a prison of her own making, unable to move forward or backward without risking everything she's fought to protect. The catalyst for change in a twist of fate that only the writers of daytime drama could conjure, it is a moment of youthful rebellion that sets in motion the chain of events leading to the truth's revelation. Emma Scorpio Drake, feeling stifled by the overprotective nature of her grandmother, Anna Devane, makes a reckless decision that will have far-reaching consequences. A moment of rebellion. Emma, in a bid for independence and a desire to assert her own identity, takes to the streets in a display of defiance that quickly spirals out of control. Her reckless driving, fueled by emotion and a lack of experience, leads to a catastrophic collision with Gio Palmieri's vehicle. In the blink of an eye, lives are forever changed, and the carefully constructed facade begins to crumble. The aftermath of tragedy. The accident leaves Gio in critical condition, his life hanging by a thread. As he is rushed to General Hospital, the gravity of the situation becomes painfully clear. The impact of the collision has left Gio with injuries so severe that his survival is far from certain. This tragic turn of events serves as the catalyst that will finally bring the long-buried truth to the surface. The race against time. As news of the accident spreads through Port Charles like wildfire, the Quartermain clan springs into action. Brooklyn, Ned, Olivia, and Tracy rush to General Hospital, their hearts pounding with fear for Joe's fate. The gravity of the situation becomes painfully clear as they arrive, the hospital corridors buzzing with urgency. Dr. Isaiah Gannon's grim prognosis. Dr. Isaiah Gannon, known for his brilliant medical mind and no-nonsense approach, delivers the news that sends shockwaves through the gathered family and friends. Joe's condition is critical, requiring immediate intervention in the form of either a blood transfusion or organ donation. The urgency of the situation is compounded by the revelation that Gio possesses a rare blood type, significantly narrowing the pool of potential donors. The ticking clock as the medical team works tirelessly to stabilize Gio, every passing moment becomes precious. The race against time adds a palpable tension to the already charged atmosphere of the hospital. Family members and friends find themselves grappling not only with the fear of losing Gio but also with the dawning realization that long-held secrets may no longer remain buried. The moment of truth in a cruel twist of fate, it is Joe's dire medical condition that finally forces the long-buried truth to surface. As the doctors scramble to find a suitable donor, the shocking realization dawns that Joe's rare blood type may only be matched by his biological parents. This medical necessity becomes the key that unlocks the Pandora's box of secrets that Lois has kept for so long. Lois's agonizing decision, faced with an impossible choice between maintaining her secret and potentially saving Joe's life, Lois Cerullo finds herself at a moral crossroads. The weight of years of deception presses down upon her as she grapples with the consequences of her past actions. In a heart-wrenching moment that will forever alter the course of multiple lives, Lois chooses to reveal the truth. The revelation that shakes Port Charles with trembling voice and tears in her eyes, Lois finally confesses the truth to Brooklyn. The revelation that Gio is not just a family friend but her biological son, the child she gave up for adoption years ago, shatters the foundations of Brooklyn's world. The shock of this disclosure ripples through the hospital, leaving all those present reeling from its implications. The fallout begins as the truth comes to light. The immediate focus remains on saving Joe's life. However, the emotional fallout from this revelation begins to manifest almost immediately, setting the stage for dramatic confrontations and soul-searching conversations. Brooklyn's emotional turmoil. For Brooklyn, the revelation is nothing short of earth-shattering. In an instant, her perception of her own life story is fundamentally altered. The knowledge that she has a son, one who has been near her all along, overwhelms her with a mixture of emotions: joy at the discovery, anger at the deception, and an overwhelming sense of loss for the years she can never reclaim. Dante's world upended. As if the situation wasn't complicated enough, Brooklyn is forced to confront Dante with the truth of their shared past. The revelation of their summer camp liaison and the subsequent adoption of their child blindsides Dante, adding another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. Dante, known for his strong moral compass and dedication to family, finds himself grappling with the knowledge that he has another son, one he never knew existed. The medical drama unfolds with the truth now out in the open. The focus shifts back to the critical task of saving Joe's life. The medical team, led by Dr. Isaiah Gannon, works tirelessly to stabilize the young man's condition while preparations are made for potential life-saving procedures. The search for a match. Brooklyn and Dante, still reeling from the shock of their newfound parenthood, undergo rapid testing to determine if either of them is a suitable donor for Gio. The process is fraught with tension, as each passing moment could mean the difference between life and death for their son. Emotional bedside vigils as Gio fights for his life. A hospital becomes a crucible of emotions. Family members and friends take turns sitting by his bedside, offering words of encouragement and prayers for his recovery. The shared concern for Joe's well-being creates unlikely alliances and forces long-standing enemies to set aside their differences, if only temporarily. The ripple effect as Port Charles holds its collective breath, waiting to see if Gio will pull through. The ramifications of this revelation begin to ripple outward. The disclosure of Joe's true parentage sets in motion a series of events that will have far-reaching consequences for many of the town's residents. Family dynamics in turmoil. The Quartermain family, no stranger to drama and intrigue, finds itself at the center of a maelstrom. Brooklyn's relationship with her mother, Lois, is shattered, possibly beyond repair. The trust and bonds within the family are tested as they grapple with the knowledge that one of their own has been living among them unrecognized for years. Dante's dilemma. For Dante Falconeri, the revelation presents a unique set of challenges. As a man of the law and a father, he must reconcile his newfound paternity with his existing family obligations. The impact on his relationship with Lulu and their children promises to be profound and far-reaching. Dante's sense of duty and honor is put to the test as he navigates this complex emotional terrain. The community reacts. News of the Quartermain Falconeri connection spreads quickly through the tight-knit community of Port Charles. Long-standing alliances are tested, and new ones are forged as people take sides and offer support to those affected by the revelation. The town becomes a hotbed of gossip and speculation, with everyone eager to learn more about the circumstances surrounding Joe's adoption and the reasons for the long-held secret. Legal and ethical quandaries. As the dust begins to settle, new questions arise regarding the legal and ethical implications of the situation. The circumstances surrounding Joe's adoption come under scrutiny, potentially opening up a Pandora's box of legal challenges. Adoption legalities. Questions arise about the legality of Joe's adoption and whether proper procedures were followed. The involvement of Lois in orchestrating the adoption while keeping the truth from the biological parents raises serious ethical concerns. Legal experts in Port Charles begin to speculate on the potential ramifications, including the possibility of lawsuits and criminal charges. Medical ethics under the microscope. The medical community of Port Charles finds itself grappling with the ethical implications of the situation. Dr. Isaiah Gannon and his team must navigate the delicate balance between patient confidentiality and the need for transparency in light of the newly revealed genetic relationships. The hospital administration braces for potential investigations and reviews of their procedures. Emotional healing and reconciliation. As Joe's medical crisis hopefully moves towards resolution, the focus shifts to the emotional healing that must take place among all those affected by the revelation. Building new relationships. Brooklyn and Dante face the daunting task of building a relationship with the son they never knew they had. If Gio survives his ordeal, he will wake up to a world fundamentally changed, with new parents and an altered sense of identity. The process of forging these new family bonds promises to be a central storyline filled with both heartwarming moments and painful setbacks. Forgiveness and understanding. The path to forgiveness for Lois will be long and arduous. Her actions, though motivated by what she perceived as love, have caused immeasurable pain to those closest to her. The journey towards understanding and potentially rebuilding trust will be a central theme in the coming months, exploring the complexities of family loyalty and the power of forgiveness. Looking ahead. As General Hospital continues to unfold this gripping storyline, viewers are left to ponder a myriad of questions. Will Gio survive his ordeal? Can Brooklyn and Dante forge a meaningful relationship with the son they never knew they had? How will this revelation impact their existing relationships and family dynamics? Potential storylines. The fallout from this revelation opens up numerous potential storylines for the writers to explore: the legal battle over Joe's adoption and potential custody disputes, the impact on Dante's existing family and his relationship with Lulu, Brooklyn's journey of self-discovery as she embraces her role as a mother, the Quartermain family's efforts to integrate Gio into their complex family dynamic, the psychological impact on Gio as he grapples with his new identity and family connections. A new chapter for Port Charles. This revelation marks the beginning of a new chapter in the ongoing saga of Port Charles. The coming weeks and months promise to be filled with emotional confrontations, heart-wrenching decisions, and the possibility of redemption. As the residents of this beloved town navigate these treacherous waters, viewers can expect to see their favorite characters tested in new and profound ways. The heart of daytime drama. The unfolding story of Gio, Brooklyn, and Dante exemplifies why General Hospital has remained a beloved staple of daytime television for decades. It combines the high stakes of medical drama with the emotional complexity of family dynamics, all set against the backdrop of a community where secrets and lies are as common as acts of heroism and love. The power of storytelling. As this storyline develops, it will undoubtedly touch on universal themes that resonate with viewers: the importance of family, the weight of secrets, the power of forgiveness, and the resilience of the human spirit. Through the trials and tribulations of the characters we've come to know and love, General Hospital continues to explore the depths of human emotion and the bonds that tie us together. A call to viewers. Stay tuned to ABC's General Hospital to witness the fallout from this explosive revelation and to see how the lives of your favorite characters will be forever changed.